How's everybody this morning? I am Chef Pierre. I just arrived from France, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. And how are you today? You're such a beautiful. And you're beautiful also. Now, I was here about 3 years ago. I did a Mother's Day cake for Mother's Day. It was a beautiful cake. It was a beautiful evening. I loved it very much. And I thank you very, very much for having me back today. Now, let's see. Today, we're going to talk about cupcakes. And we're going to talk about God. Now, what do cupcakes and God have in common? We're going to find out together, okay? Now, do you like cupcakes? Do you like to eat cupcakes? Oh, yeah. I love cupcakes. Have you ever made cupcakes? Have you ever made cupcakes? Your grandmother made cupcakes? Yep. Well, we're going to talk about how to make cupcakes. First, you have to have ingredients, don't you? You have to have things to mix together to make cupcakes. Now, let's see. Since cupcakes are very, very good, you would think that everything you put into a cupcake would also be good, wouldn't you? Let's find out. The first thing I like to put in my cupcakes is flour. I don't use that Duncan Hines. We make things from scratch here. I like to use flour. You think flour tastes very good? No. Let's find out. You want to taste flour? Sure, you want to taste the flour. Does that taste very good? No. No. We put flour in cupcakes, it don't taste very good. Well, let's see now. We have to have oil. You think oil tastes very good? Oh, let's see. You want to try some oil? No.
I know it.
Tastes good? No. That oil don't taste good either. We put this in the cupcakes, it don't taste good. How about the next thing we got to put in is a raw egg. We won't do that. I can guarantee you a raw egg won't taste good. Now, something I like to put in my special cupcakes is peanut butter. Do you like peanut butter? You want to tell me if peanut butter tastes good? Does he love it? No? Does she like peanut butter? Let's see. Yep, that's pretty good. One last thing I like to put in there, you have to have a little milk. Put that in there and mix it all together. Who wants to try it? No. That's pretty good too. Now let's see. We put all this stuff into the bowl and we mix it up. But we have things that don't taste good. And we have some things that does taste good. What do? Well, how's the cake come out perfect? Well, you have to put all the bad stuff in, and you got to put all the good stuff in, and you mix it all up. And then we pour it into this pan, and then we stick it in the oven. There. It's all in the oven. Now we got the bad things in there, and we got the good things in there. Let's talk about how that works. Everything you put in there has a purpose. The bad things that taste bad have a purpose, and the good things have a purpose. And if you let one of those things out, your cupcakes aren't going to be very good. You got to have them all in there together, all mixed together, and when you mix them together, it all comes out perfect. Now, let's talk about God. In Romans 8, verse 28, he tells us that God works in all things for the good of those who love him. Those who were in Bible study last week ought to know that. God works in all things for the good of those who love him. So now let's think about all those good things in your life. Some of you have a long way to think. Some not so much. He wants to go home. Let's think about those good things in your life. Outside, it's beautiful today, isn't it? The sun's shining, you can feel the warmth of the trees, the breeze is blowing. A lot of good things. Riding your bike, playing with grandma, jumping on your trampoline. A lot of good things.
It's broken.
Oh, Lord. We'll have to see if we can fix that. Now, let's think about not so good things. There's a lot of things in our life that's not good things. You might have wrecked your bike and bumped your knee. Or maybe you got in trouble at home and you had to go to your room. Maybe you broke your favorite toy. And we have a lot of bad things in our life, don't we? There's a lot of things we've been through. But you know what? God is the greatest chef of all. And God will take all them good things, and He'll take all them bad things, and He mixes them together. He stirs them up inside of us. And you know why He does that? Because He wants you to be good. He wants us to be perfect. And by God mixing all the good things together and all the bad things together, He's making us closer to Him. He's making us more like Christ. He's making us perfect, just like our cupcakes are going to be perfect. We have to mix all the good ingredients together and all the bad ingredients together. We come up with perfect cupcakes. Ding! I think I heard my oven. Well, look at that. I am such a good chef. When I make my cupcakes and I put them in the oven, they come out already iced and they come in a container. Not so too many chefs can do that. My cupcakes are perfect because we put all them ingredients together. The good tasting stuff and the bad tasting stuff. And you know, God's a great chef too. And He's picking all the good things in your life and all the little bad things that happen to us. And that this makes us closer to Jesus. Whenever we have bad things, who do we go to? God. When we have those bad things, don't we draw closer to Him? That's what we need to remember. God is drawing us closer to Him. And as He draws us closer to Him, He is making us just a little bit more perfect. Just a little bit. And over time, we just get more and more like Christ. And that is God's purpose for us, right? Mm-hmm. At the end of our life, we are going to be in heaven with Him, and He is going to give us glorification, because we are going to live with Jesus, because He makes us perfect. Just like our cupcakes. Now, would you like to have a cupcake? Well, I tell you what. Is he going to the nursery? How about we have a cupcake over in the nursery? We'll do that together. Thank you, everyone.